pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Morning, Moines County Board of Supervisors, September 7th, 2021. Are there any changes to the tentative agenda? I have none. I have none. Meet with department heads, elected officials. Sarah Doty, Payroll Deputy Auditor's Office.
Terry just wanted me to remind everybody that the deadline for the city and school candidates is September 16th at 5.
Okay.
Other than that, we're just staying busy as normal.
Thanks, Sarah.
You're welcome.
Colin Durst, IT.
Just keeping busy like always, nothing new to report.
Kevin Glendenning, Moines County Sheriff.
Same at the sheriff's office, nothing major going on. Business as usual, we remain busy, but handling it as it comes. And Joe's doing well, we're at 73, and I believe it's 6 out of county this morning.
Jared Lassner, Land Use.
Morning. Nothing really earth-shattering. Just keeping busy as usual. We're going to be moving forward here with the ordinances here soon. As I mentioned before, I think we'll probably be ready to have the floodplain ordinance start their readings later this month, and then from there we'll move on to the subdivision and zoning, since those don't have a deadline like the floodplain with the new map. So other than that, I don't have anything else.
Thank you, Jared. Lisa Schaefer, Des Moines County Attorney.
We got a conviction last week in the arson trial last week, which we're very pleased about. Other than that, we're just staying busy and continuing COVID catch-up.
For you. Thank you, Lisa. Brian Carter, Secondary Roads.
Good morning. The seeding got done on the Flint Creek Bridge there on 99, so that addresses that up. So hopefully with the moisture we got last week, maybe we'll see some fuzz coming out of that. That'd be nice to see that green up. I would think it would. Flint Bottom's moving along good. They're done basically, or pretty much all done with pavement removal. In fact, I think as of Friday during that rain, they were working to get the first layer of rock on that last segment. So they gotta go clear through and do some subdrain and some additional rocking and stuff. So I wouldn't say we're on the cusp of talking about concrete paving, but it won't be terribly far out there. I could see maybe in the next couple weeks we could see some paving out there. So that's good news out there. The geode project, I don't really have a start date for you at this point. The contractor, we're talking to the contractor about coming up with a new late start date. We're having the conversations. By delaying it, we messed their work schedule up, and they're asking for some leniency, I guess is what I'd say. Nothing new, not the end of the world. It's like I said, it's not a big project, so we originally thought that they were going to jump straight to that. And I think the sub probably was, but the prime is the one that's one to have the conversation. So we'll have that internally. I'll let you guys know as we know more. I don't know any different as of right now. Pleasant Grove was supposed to start on the 13th. We were going to follow up this week. So if I get an update or something, I'll pass it on. But so that may be starting here within the next week or so. And like I said, I try to pass it on and let you know. Guys are out ditching on Irish like we have been for a while. Doing some pinching, just kind of week by week, clipping off the roads. And plenty of other stuff going on. So that's generally, I think that hits everything.
I know this isn't your program, but out there on Highway 34,
Okay.
you know, the overpass where they're
Where they're working?
Where they're working?
Yeah.
What's that narrow strip that they're putting back on both sides? Does that have anything to do with expansion or something?
I would have to take a look at it, Jim. I have not seen that.
Well, I was just curious.
So, well, with our office right there, by the time I jump on the 4-lane, I'm already past the project.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have to take a look at it. I've seen those plans, but I can't claim as I looked at it more than once. So
I don't know, it looks like about a 2 or 3 foot wide strip the cement they've been digging down and on each side of that viaduct on 34th.
Well, I know that they had to pop holes all the way through the deck, to work on those beams, but I'll have to look and let you know. So, cause I just haven't
Curious.
looked at it.
That's
So,
okay.
eventually they're gonna wrap those beams, once they're done with the repairs and everything. I believe there's a fiber type mesh that they actually wrap the beam in, the repair and everything. I believe that they actually remove the concrete of the deck so they can wrap the entire beam and not just part of it. So that may be part of what you're seeing. So I'll take a look and let you know. So,
Thank you.
and there is another switchover. They got signs on Highway 61 to give people a heads up. So I think they have a new crossover done there, but that traffic pattern is gonna change yet again, which we've said all along, that's gonna be a frequent occurrence. So I guess that's not my project, but I thought I'd mention it. Upper Flint is still closed also. So anyway, just a few other things.
Thank you, Brian.
Yep.
Natalie Steffner, Des Moines County Recorder.
Good morning, just business as usual, nothing new to report.
Krista Pogomel, Public Health.
Good morning. We continue to be busy. In the last 7 days, we've had 97 positive cases of COVID, which is at 12%. If you looked at the website, they have changed the way they're reporting the vaccination status. So now it's percentage of 18 years and older people that are fully vaccinated. And for Des Moines County, that is 53.1%. So that really reflects probably a more accurate of the most vulnerable people who get vaccinated. So I was glad to see them do that. They also are posting up the number of beds that are available by region. So we are actually in Region 5, which is from the Quad Cities down and over to Wapello County, that area there. And so there's currently 30 ICU beds available and 242 inpatient beds available. This week we'll be starting our drive-through vaccine clinics, and in conjunction with Des Moines County Fair Board and Southeastern Community College, who's letting us use the space out at SCC, we will be doing a drive-through vaccine clinic Friday, September 10th from 12 to 6. No one, there does not need to be any pre-registration. People can just drive through and get the vaccine. We will have Pfizer and Moderna and a very small amount of Johnson & Johnson available. Our next one will be the 14th, which is next Tuesday, again from 12 to 6 at Southeastern Community College. And then we will, on the 15th at Catfish Bend Casino, for Seniors Day, we'll be offering the vaccine from 12 to 6. It's open to the public. Anyone interested, again, no pre-registration, just come in. We will be by the area where they used to have the restaurant. We'll be using that area there because that restaurant is closed. And then on the 21st of September, we will do another drive-through clinic at Southeastern Community College, again, 12 to 6. On top of that, we've been going out to industries in different places, so just really trying to open up the vaccination to everyone. So again, encourage anyone that's not been vaccinated, this is a great opportunity to come to those events.
They don't have to wait anymore too long, do they?
What's that?
They won't have to wait very long now, do they?
No, they don't, actually. We've gotten a lot of staff, and so actually, after they get the vaccine, they wait 15 to 30 minutes, but as far as the waiting line to get through, there's really, people move really quickly through those. So most people spend 20 minutes trying to get to get the vaccine. So really encourage people to come out and see us.
Krista,
Yes.
the restaurant is not descriptive enough, there's like 10 million
Oh, sorry,
restaurants.
Edgewater Grill across from
Okay.
that first, so
Across
like
from
as
the
you're
casino.
coming, yes, I don't know if it's like the hotel entry right there, they'll have it marked.
Alright,
So really want to thank Catfish Bend Casino as well for helping us host those events.
okay, I just didn't want people going to the Boogaloo.
No,
Because
no.
I was like, wait, when did the Boogaloo close?
Yes, no, what we're looking at is right there by the Edgewater Grill. That used to be the
Okay.
Edgewater Grill that is closed, so in that area there.
Thank you, Chris.
Chris, on that second dose, booster dose on the people, when is that gonna really take effect? Later this month or?
We don't know, I think they're still looking at that. I think the FDA wants to look at booster doses. If people are immunocompromised, which are people who are actively receiving treatment for cancer or have had recent transplants or high-dose steroids, glucocorticoid steroids, are eligible now for a boost dose. There's a whole list on the CDC website, but as far as and they're calling those actually additional doses, and those for people that may not have built up enough antibodies the first time. But to actually have a third boost dose, they're still looking at that. There was some thought that maybe by September 20th we would hear, and we're just waiting to see what the recommendation turns out to be for that.
September 20th.
September 20th is what we were anticipating to hear, but it's questionable if that's going to be what we'll hear at that time.
Thank you.
Thanks, Kristen. Rodney Bleasner, maintenance.
Good morning. Nothing new to report this morning, thank you.
That's good to hear from you, too.
Rodney, that
Everything's going well.
rail looks good out there.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. Either of you gentlemen have, I'm sorry, Colin.
I got Chris Lee from Conservation.
Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot to ask.
The one time you don't.
The one time I don't ask. Chris Lee, Conservation.
Good morning. Just coming off of a busy holiday weekend, had a lot of people in the parks, but everybody behaved themselves and looks like everybody had a good time. This week's just kind of business as usual. Tomorrow we are finally getting the staff trained. We're going to start a water quality monitoring program up at Big Hollow, several different sites around the watershed. Something I've been trying to get together for about 3 years now, and it's finally all come together. This is part of that watershed planning process, kind of. So we'll do that the rest of this fall, and then we'll pick it back up next spring. And the plan is to do this until the watershed's all cleaned up. So this will be a years long process, but this will give us some baseline data to see, what kind of water quality issues we have in the tributary streams that feed Big Hollow, and then as we implement water quality improvements over the next coming years, we'll be able to not only see it in the lake, but we'll be able to go tributary by tributary and see where the improvements are being made and the areas we should focus on and target the most with our efforts. So really excited about getting that up and going. So that's been a great thing. I think that's about it for today.
Thanks, Chris. Did either of you gentlemen have any correspondence?
No, I don't.
I don't. I have none. We'll proceed to discussion and vote. We have accounts payable in the amount of $503,258.11.
Move approved.
Second. Sarah?
Jim Carrey,
Yes.
Shane McCampbell,
Yeah.
Tom Broker.
Yes. We have payroll claims reimbursements in the amount of $486.55 and non-cash taxable reimbursements in the amount of $90.15. Move to approve.
Second.
Sarah?
Shane McCampbell,
Yes.
Jim Carrey,
Yes.
Tom Broker.
Yes. We have an annual Class C liquor license for Spirit Hollow Clubhouse, which the sheriff assures me is not a problem. Move to approve.
Second.
Sarah?
Shane McCampbell,
Yeah.
Jim Carrey,
Yes.
Tom Broker.
Yes. We have a proclamation for National Voter Registration Month. Whereas registering to vote empowers eligible citizens to exercise their right to vote on Election Day, and whereas Iowa consistently ranks among the top 10 states in the nation for voter registration and voter participation, with more than 2 million residents currently registered to vote, And whereas 17-year-olds are now eligible to register to vote in Iowa, and whereas Iowa's voter registration process is easier and more convenient than ever before with online voter registration, election day registration, and applications available through government agencies across the state. And whereas the state of Iowa's online voter registration system enables citizens to register to vote and update their registration status quickly and easily any time of day. And whereas we encourage all interested citizens and all appropriate media outlets and civic organizations to participate in this nonpartisan voter registration awareness campaign to encourage the maximum participation of qualified voters in Iowa. Now therefore, we, the Des Moines County Board of Supervisors, do hereby proclaim September 2021 as National Voter Registration Month and Tuesday, September 28, 2021 as National Voter Registration Day. Signed this 7th day of September 2021 in Burlington, Iowa.
Move to approve.
Second. Sarah?
Jim Carrey,
Yeah.
Shane McCampbell,
Yes.
Tom Broker.
Yes. And we have a contract, abstract, title and guarantee, remote inquiry, computer access to Des Moines County real estate records information.
I read through that.
I was gonna say,
I pretty much agree with it. I'm not all legal savvy on some of the words that you put in there, but I understood it. I would make a motion to approve it.
Second. And nobody minds if I don't read it, 4 pages long.
And I'll just add, we have another abstract company that does this. They just have remote access to view the recorder's records, some of the auditors, some of the treasurers. So it's not all county records, it's just some real estate records. Instead of coming into the office to review those.
Thank you, Natalie. Sarah?
Jim Carrey,
Yes.
Shane McCampbell,
Yes.
Tom Broker.
Yes. I saw Tom hesitate back there. I think he wanted me to read it.
Oh, yes, please.
Gotta make
It's
sure
too
you
late,
give
we
it
voted
legal.
now.
The excitement is overwhelming.
Please, please. You're not a very good actor.
I'm sorry. I'm not very, I paid for it.
We have reports. We have the jail statistics for July 2021. We have the recorder's report of fees for August 2021, the general assistance monthly report for August 2021, and the Veterans Affairs monthly report for August 2021. These reports will be on file in the auditor's office and available for public review. We have minutes for the regular meeting of August 31st, 2021. Move to approve.
Second?
Sarah?
Shane McCampbell,
Yes.
Jim Carrey,
Yes.
Tom Broker.
Yes. Any other business?
I have none.
None. Future agenda items. I believe we've already got it for Co-Greater Burlington.
Yes.
Okay. Committee reports.
I attended a conservation board meeting. I think Chris sent an email out to you gentlemen on that. I don't know if you read it or not, but everything seemed to go real good. We had a discussion on some of the programs that they have, you know, like the trip like they took to Colorado and that. And they had quite a lengthy discussion on some of that, you know, about the boundary waters.
Yep.
So they did both the programs that Chris put out there, but they do understand that before they have another trip like this, they're gonna have to do some more talking on it. So I think everything went real good.
Good.
And then we, that's it.
Eighth Judicial District is working on trying to get more people hired in so that the
Recidivism.
Thank you. Boy, that's a hard one to get sometimes. Oh! So the recidivism rate will start going down, and they've got some new ideas and some new programs that I've got a meeting that I'm gonna meet with Pat Lacey later on this week, but some good ideas with that. That's about it.
Good. I had no committee reports. Public input. If anybody from the public would like to make a comment, you may email the board of supervisors at board@dmcounty.com. That's BOARD@dmcounty.com. You may call 319-753-8203, extension 4. 319-753-8203, extension 4. We'll give you a couple minutes to initiate that email or call. Anybody in attendance have any comments? Pretty quiet out there.
It's pretty quiet. Crickets.
We did have a meeting last week, met with Sheriff Glendinning and some deputies and Burlington PD emergency management on the courthouse active threat drill for October. So we're looking at October 12th, kind of narrow down that date. So I'll come back to you guys at some point and see if we can close the courthouse down at 2:30 that day and do a active threat drill that day.
October 12th.
October 12th, yeah, it's Tuesday, October 12th.
I do have a,
And
what
that's
happened
judge's
to our panic
conference, so there
button?
won't be any court or anything that we would have to work around with.
Yeah, courts have conferences like that Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, so shouldn't be no court going on those days. That's kind of one of the reasons we targeted that day.
Who's all gonna be putting this on?
A little bit of everybody, so, the deputies, they're gonna, the sheriff's office, they're gonna kind of be in control of the, kind of the whole, drill, but we got emergency management, EMS, fire department, Burlington Police Department, Sheriff's Department. I'm probably forgetting somebody. Angie, Safety Director, so we'll be looking for volunteers, probably within the other county buildings.
Last time I volunteered for this when I was working for the city, I was the only one that got killed. I'm just curious how this is going to play out. You know, I'm kind of nervous about October 12th. I'm just want some insight, man. Just want to see how this is
We
going to
can
go
make sure
down.
you're a survivor that day.
Appreciate it.
Rodney?
Just want to go home, man.
What
I just want to go home.
What happened to our panic button up here?
I don't know, it should be up there.
It's not up here.
We'll have to find it.
They said Bob took it when on his last day.
He's home for press tonight.
That's correctly.
Hey Rodney, just get one of the Staples buttons and put it on the desk.
That was easy.
We'll never know the difference.
That was easy.
The goal is for that day is to teach the courthouse staff just a proper way to respond and hopefully maximize our survivors and people to safely make through it, but also to teach the paramedic side how to respond to an active threat and how to see your way through that along with the coordinated law enforcement response. So it's, we want the officers that are actually gonna be on duty that day as opposed to having this coordinated tactical response unit that does this training a lot, but it's gonna be our first responders that would deal with a situation like that. So we're gonna give them some exposure and also teach everybody at the same time.
Is there, just one more question, is there like makeup and ketchup involved in this, or?
Yes.
Oh, this is gonna be good. Can I pick out who gets ketchup on them? I mean, you get a say in that? We'll talk about it later. Don't worry, Rodney, I wasn't looking at you.
No more comments. With an aye, we're adjourned.
Aye.
We're adjourned. Have a great day.
I knew what you were all thinking. Man, we miss Bob around here.
I was
He was a
thinking that.
bigger target.